You and Tyreek Hill, obviously.
Yep.
Okay, have a very deep relationship. You and the Miami Dolphins have a very deep relationship.
Yep.
When McDaniel says that type of thing, after hearing all the rumors about what was happening with Tyreek down here in Miami, whether he didn't feel appreciated or he felt like his career was wasting away or he was not as sick, but he's promoting a store, all these rumors that were hitting the internet about Tyreek, and then him not playing, then him saying, I'm out after the game. Where should we be viewing the entire situation at? You think, how should we be viewing the entire situation down here?
So let's back up to training camp. Tyreek's scrimmaging with the Washington Commanders, and he breaks his wrist. We have top wrist doctors saying to Tyreek, you need to get this operated on, you're going to miss the season. Tyreek says to me and the Dolphins, I'm not going to miss the season. I'm going to play. I want to be here for my team. The doctors all said it's going to be painful. It could impact your entire career. If you don't get it done now, you may not be able to fix it all the way. Tyreek said, hey, the heck with it. I'm a team guy. I'm going for it. This hampered him all year long. He deserves a lot of credit. Tyreek is very passionate. Anyone I've ever represented that was great was passionate. They cared. What you see with Tyreek is very genuine. He wants to win. It's not good enough for him not to make the playoffs. He's very passionate. I think at the end of the day, he's committed to this Dolphin football team. He had an excellent meeting with Chris Greer and Mike McDaniel. I believe that Tyreek is a great asset to the Dolphins, and I think he's the least guy that people should be worried about for this organization. They have many more worries. Tyreek Hill's not one of them.
Okay, so that was heat of the moment, you think, post-game. Tyreek Hill understanding what the gravity of the situation is with the team that he's on, which immediately led to people saying, when you took the big check to go to Miami instead of staying at Kansas City, you kind of said that you didn't want to win. You wanted the biggest paycheck, is what people started saying. But I don't think that stops you from still wanting to put up massive, legendary numbers and being historic and everything like that, especially with the Tua-led McDaniel offense. I assume that's how you feel.
Listen,
so in the heat of the emotion, when he feels like he wasted a season, he says that answer after wasn't the story.
Yeah, he didn't want to do the interview initially.
He didn't want to talk to anybody, and then they're like, no, you kind of have to almost. And then he went out there, and you think Chris Greer and McDaniel are able to get over that, and teammates are able to get over that particular moment?
So let's back up a little bit. Tyreek's first 2 years with the Dolphins were epic. The best back-to-back seasons in NFL history.
Hung 70 on Denver.
Number one player. Top player in the league.
Tyreek was the NFL Player of the Year last year. So I think he made a very good decision to go to the Dolphins. He was historical the last 2 years. Look, Tua missed 6.5 games this year. Tyreek's playing with an injured wrist. He still was 40 yards away from 1,000 yards. He was the second alternate to the Pro Bowl. Did a lot of great things under the circumstance. Eclipsed 11,000 yards. I'm proud of the toughness.
Yeah.
He showed up for every game. There are a lot of guys that didn't play for this football team. He showed up. Throw out the comments after the game. You're emotional. The guys on the team know Tyreek is a competitor. He's there for them. We represent 13 guys on the team. Not one of them has a complaint about Tyreek.
Okay. D-But's got a question.
Still wants to be a Dolphin. That's the most important thing.
So let me just say this. I've got to have that conversation with Tyreek.
Okay.
I'm not going to speak for him.
Gotcha.
We'll discuss that. That's going to be really something that we work out over I'm not going to say he does, he doesn't.
Gotcha.
That's a discussion I'm going to have with him that I haven't had yet, guys.
Okay.